Ladies and gentlemen, we
Oh
are
shit, really?
live.
We're live? Really?
Hold on, Ice. Hold on. Let the intro play.
Oh my god. Oh.
Intro.
Came in clean with the grin too wide. Now they point when I cross that side. I read the room, then I read the lie. They clap for blood when the truth gets slide. Screens on glow when the rumors fly. One bad post, then they pick a side. I took the heat, then I took the crown. Made my scars into a whole damn sound. Say my name, what's the crowd leaning? Turn
All
up
on in.
way back when they wanna fall. I give a face. All that shame in a gold stamp frame. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Laugh first, then they cheer up. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I wear the bruise like zero. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Still stand tall when they tear low. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I turn the stain to a halo. Left my pride on the common
It's Tuesday morning.
Build new skin from what they told. Every joke like a blade in the dark. Still I walk through with a live wire heart. They want a glitch, I gave them style. Turn that flop to the pressure pile. Now they bite that phrase, every tongue on repeat. My name hits hard when the cycle meets. Say my name, what's the crowd leaning? Turn the mess into a way back when they wanna fall. I give a face. All that shame in a gold stamp frame. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Laugh first and they tear up. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I wear the bruise like zero. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Still stand tall when they tell low. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I turn the stain to a halo. If you came to see me break, better bring more than a stone to take. I learned how the fire speaks. Now the whole damn circus follows me. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Laugh first and they cheer up. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I wear the bruise like zero. Welcome to Love Car Hero. Still stand tall when they tell low. Welcome to Love Car Hero. I turn the stain to a halo.
Ladies and gentlemen, from zeros to heroes, welcome to Locale Hero. I'm having, for some reason, a little lag issue here early. Iceman, welcome to Hero. It's been a long time coming. Let me figure out what's going on with why this lag. Let me switch cameras.
Gosh,
Go ahead and talk for a second.
I got
Ice.
I got a lot to say. First of all, if y'all can hear me, can they hear me? Hopefully they can.
Yeah,
It is a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to be on a show with Pesci. Me and him have talked behind the scenes how we could work 15 minutes, get a show together down the line.
Your audio sounds weird, Ice.
Can you hear me?
It's working
Hello?
there.
We good now? Should we go now?
Yeah, you're good. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's
All
up
right.
with my camera. Just talk to
So
them for a
it's
second.
been a long time. Me and Pesci discussed behind the scenes. Maybe we could do 15 minutes here and there, 10 minutes here and there to finally get together. But Keemstar's finally unlocked the door. The door in
Hear
which
you.
he has unlocked is a good one, is a great one. When you combine the powers of the PWO with the Ice Clan, you're going to understand real quickly. Look at my hand, ladies and gentlemen. Last night was crazy. I didn't talk about this on Nature, but I fought a grizzly bear, or as I like to call them, a grizz. You know, it was a crazy night. My
Hold on,
pet
Iceman,
possum
my
brought a dog home.
apologies. I'm like having a real problem with my camera, and I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. Hold on. You got to give me a second here, pimp.
Are you? See, this is the thing about Pesci. I don't know if he's like talking in character or not because he acts like he knows nothing about technology.
No,
Are
I
you? Are
do.
you
That's
bullshitting me right now?
I do. I don't know what the fuck is going on here because it's working on my other side. My camera's working. It's not working on Discord, is what I'm saying. It's working on OBS.
Take it on through to the other side. Take it on through to the other side. I'm gonna add that to my playlist, by the way.
Like I see
That's
it
a good
right there
song.
working. What the fuck is
By the way, I
happening here?
finger blasted this pink thing so hard that it lost its hole. I blasted a hole through it. You just put me on big screen. It's fine.
I got you on big screen, Ice. I apologize for this. I just
Cool.
had my shit working. Hold on, guys. See, hey, someone tag Phantom and see if he's around.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been all waiting for. PWO Ice Clan. A plan that me and Pesci have pushed together.
All right, there we go.
And
Only
we've
the
been
virtual
hoping
one's
for
working.
this
All right, ladies
for a
and
very long
gentlemen.
time.
First of all, my voice is still gone. But wait, Sour Power. Oh, Sour Power's here. Sour Power. I got my virtual camera working. I tried to switch to my other like off virtual for a second, and it wasn't turning on. I don't know what was going on.
You're good
We're
now?
good right now.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't have the camera source in two different programs at the same time, so you should be good.
Okay, and
Yep.
the lag issue. What's that coming from?
Probably because you have it open in two different programs as well. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll run through it with you at a. I'll hit you up for another day to do it though. If you're good, you're good.
Okay,
See ya.
Pesci sounds. I mean, Sal Power sounds different. He sounds different than what he did in the past. Just in the past, he'd be like, "Yo, guys, we're gonna have a fun time." Now he's like, yeah, just sort out the audio issues there.
damn.
Really
Ladies
nice,
and
really
gentlemen,
cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4 a.m. Hero, let me give you an idea what Hero's going to look like. I said the name of the stream today is Project Iceman. The way I see this as, most of the shows that the Iceman goes on, 4 out of 5, a lot of people tend to look at him, put a little bit too much pressure on him, not give him enough pitches over the plate, and they just demand him to do, everything both times. That's not going to be the case on Hero. I plan on making the Iceman look good. So for the next 30 days, I look at it as Project Iceman will be the beginning of showing the different sides of the talent that the Iceman brings. Now, Iceman, I did prepare a bunch of questions for you today, almost like we'll treat it like an evaluation or whatever. But the one thing I wanted to say is, I think the only thing I need out of you, most importantly, is if you could do just one. Okay, we do 2 hours a day, right? You all right, brother? What the fuck? Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm auring up. I'm gathering the aura. Listen, I've had a lot of liquid courage. I've had some of that wacky tobacco here. Ladies and gentlemen, pull up your favorite beverage. Smoke your favorite bit of fucking reefer. Do you know who you're fucking talking to? Guess what? I hit the Iceman just so I could do it in front of Pesci. The Iceman's back. He was just taking a nap. And it's like this, ladies and gents. I will bend every fucking motherfucker. You know the only reason I went into primetime? I appeared for 5 minutes on a Yo Mama stream, and Kane's like, yeah, I'm putting you in prime time. That's how easy I can do. And guess what? If I lose 50 pounds this month, I'll be back in prime time. I don't like sticking around in the doldrums with guys like Bones. It's a bit weary for me. It's a bit weird to be in B circuit for someone like me. It's a bit gay. It's a bit homosexual.
Hey, dude, we were in C circuit killing it. It don't matter the circuit. I wish I was back at C. You could stream anytime. We were doing 4-hour streams and shit. Smoking. No, Iceman, actually, you're speaking of prime time. So I did prepare a bunch of questions for that, but I wanted to start from the beginning, Ice. So look, Ice, you were working at one time on Gate. I'm talking, this guy can't be, can you be serious for 5 minutes, bro? Are you that gone? Hold on, we're trying to show the Iceman, the strong side, right? He's still showing the lizard side. I was going to throw him a couple pitches over the plate. He's going lizard tongue on him.
It's trademark.
Uh,
I'm saying I've got to keep up the catchphrases.
No, I got it. I got it. I'm not mad. What I wanted to say was after Gay after Albert left, you got placed with Tech Protect, and you were jumping in between Phantom and Tech Protect. What do you think the difference between those two were when you were on Gay? Take us through what was going through your head when working between the two different. What's the difference between a Tech Protect and a Phantom?
Well, Tech was more of a hype beast. He was a guy who could hype me up, could do the 3-minute intro. Here's the Iceman, here's the champion, da-da-da. The problem is if I try to hype myself up, it looks completely egotistical, even though I know how to do it. I'm intentionally holding back because I'm trying to avoid low-hanging fruit. And the problem with Phantom was he was just screaming day after day, be Iceman, be Iceman, be Iceman. I've been trying to be Iceman for 3 fucking months. The truth is, I've been going through a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and in a bell curve of this entertainment space we live in, no one's on top forever. Okay, maybe, they could have considered me the guy for a long time who never got the right push. But the guy who's here right now, I don't know, deserves the push, quite frankly, and I'm not going to stand here in front of everyone. That's why when Keemstar asked me the other day, he's like, do you think you deserve to be in primetime forever? Which, by the way, is a retarded question. No one deserves to be in primetime forever, but it's a shoehorn that Keemstar usually likes to put people in because he doesn't understand entertainment like he used to. And that is my belief.
Yeah.
He's going to go around calling Pesci not a commentator. He's known for his IRLs. You know what the fuck you're talking about, you drunk bastard.
To be fair, you're going to have that. You know what I mean? It's not like you never say never. Now, my plan was to return the favor to you. What the idea I have for us doing over here, we're gonna show your more smarter side, your talking point side, a side that I see behind the scenes, where me and the Iceman could have an hour conversation. That would be a good conversation for on the microphone. We're just not on the air together when we do that. But I thought when you were with Tech. The problem I thought with Tech was I thought he was great at what he did, but I didn't think he was fully invested. I think he had so much different shit going on. He had so much different, shit that was getting ruffled feathers up where I don't think he was going fully in. Would you guys say you were more of a hangout than a show?
Yeah, well, definitely more of a clip show that, reviewed content in the LCU, and, he would go over the topics of the day. He would barrel through them at a very fast speed, give me time to think about what I'm going to say next. And recently, the shows I've been on is Keemstar puts me on Bus. He's like, you're the star of the show on Bus. He tells me this 3 days before he removes the whole crew, and Pesci likes to talk about the punching bag. Bus was the punching bag. We never stood a fucking chance. We'll get into Bus, but
we're gonna get into it. I was gonna ask one more about Phantom, and then we'll move on to Bus.
My immediate thought about Tech Protect is just pure disappointment. The guy, wanted to stream on his own channel, did not give any sort of opportunity to come back to the LCU when I know clearly he does care about this place in some form of fashion. It made me look stupid by defending him. Same thing with White Owl. But in regards to the comparison between Tech and Phantom, Phantom paid his way to the LCU, truthfully enough. Tech has ability that has grown for quite a while. Tech and Phantom are both people who would serve their masters.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about who I got that idea from. But let's just say it's I'm not but it's true. And
well, I'll say this. Phantom seems more reliable than Tech. If you were a boss, you could probably rely on Phantom a little bit more to show up every day, especially if you were giving him money. And a lot of this shit he does for free. But if you were paying Phantom, I could see him being a very strong guy for your company. Think all the people he helps with OBS yesterday. What did you think of him helping Fupa yesterday? Does that make Fupa look fake?
Phantom is helping out the universe to his own detriment. He never stands up for himself. He's basically like the prison bitch. He likes to be bent over and used like a prostitute. This is, he sucks Keem's tit. He's like, oh, Keem said, oh, you have to act more gay to stay on the show. Look, dude, if you had half a brain, you already knew he was going to kick us off for those gay guys who I already knew they weren't even going to show up.
You gotta
And now
act
the
more gay.
channel's been fucking new.
Oh God.
You gotta act more gay. I'm like, bro, well, just kick me off now. I ain't acting gay. I'm not gay. I don't like. I get a lot of shit for this. It's against my jurisdiction in the Bible. I know I shouldn't be Bible belting, and Pesci will fucking belt me for this.
It's only because you were doing that, dressing in skirts and lipstick and all that bullshit, and you damn well know if you weren't in the LCU, you would point at that shit and say no.
That was a one-time thing. I regret it deeply. I've already talked to Jesus and God about it. They understood that I was desperate for money. Yep. Did you? What did you say? Like, Joe, you see that piece of shit? He was in a dress, this motherfucker.
This is how I want me and the Iceman to be. Everything that we did in the past is gone. Today is a new day. And
new day?
I knew you'd like that. Hey, and we're gonna try to do something here at 4 a.m. that they probably wouldn't let us do at any other time slot. I have some stuff gathered, Iceman, that I wanted to hear your thoughts on that we'll probably do around the second hour here. So if you guys are around for hour number 2, we'll get to see Iceman's little bit of his commentating side. What does he think of certain workers and all that? And the last thing on the Phantom thing before I go to the thing, when you knew the gays were coming in supposedly at first, and Phantom did the last week himself or whatever, how come you didn't do that last week with him? I don't understand. That was your ship. Why didn't you give it a final goodbye? You know what I mean? That bitch died in fruit.
I was moved to bus. I had to move all my focus to bus. I recently got a job selling solar panels. That took up a lot of my time, and I was adjusting to that new schedule. To be honest, I didn't want to work with Phantom anymore. I don't think he's very good, but at the same time, he has a whale who keeps keeping him afloat in Squad's favorite disaster. I'm just going to name the Donator. That's the only reason he's still alive. And Keemstar only looks at the dollars and cents, which is why he was stupid enough to consider an idea like Scooter and Albert in primetime, because that was his favorite show. It doesn't matter what your favorite show is.
I'm going to tell you why you do that.
No one else would have bought that.
I'm going to tell you why this is from a boss perspective. This isn't standing up for Keem. If I'm running this thing, Ice, pretend me and you are sitting next to each other in a room. I run this thing, right? You do the Albert Scooter thing for this reason. If you're the one collecting the money, you might be able to get a 30-day run at least there with some good money. Will it go beyond 30?
No.
It'll be on them. But sometimes in this business, for instance, he did it with you in the beginning. When you were an intern and you were hot, they threw you on live and cashed in. That's why I feel like it's unfair sometimes when Keem says people are washed up that made him $1 or $2, because that could hurt. Because the thing is, it's just like wrestling. The values in that change. But how I look at it is, I don't even want to dive into the past. I want this to be about the future. Those of you that know me, my name on the streets is Future. It's not Joe Pesci, for those that know me, and I know there's a few of you that do. So I would also at 4 a.m., this ain't a psychopath show. So it's almost going to be like a radio feeling. You're driving into work, you'll want to tune us in, because we're at least talking about something that's not Iceman do something or something along those lines. Like Phantom turned gay into, let's talk about what Iceman will do, won't do, hasn't done, will do again or whatever. Instead of just going, all right, Iceman, let's do this together as a unit. It was all over the place. It was like chicken scratch. I was glad you got out of there. You know what I mean? You'll do, even though this is a channel that's not monetized right now, you'll at least be able to put good shows together that you could point at. Like, since I've come to Hero, the one argument you could say, I'm not saying any of those shows I did would have made money, but you could at least watch them if you're an LCU fan. There are some watchable moments in every episode. And I think that's important, because when you think of gay, there's not much to point back to if you think about it, or you really got to think. You know, it's more than just that knocking episode. I get it, where you were going like this the whole episode. Yeah, that was funny. But you know what I mean? You look how high.
No, it was
or whatever.
it was more of like it was more me. I'm drunk. I'm a little
Oh,
bit
you
drunk.
look-
I'm a little
yeah.
bit tipsy. I'm a little bit
Bro,
out of it, but
I've been
no,
around.
it was
You
it
gotta
was
remember, I'm an ex-con. I've been around like motherfuckers. All right, I've been in the fucking barracks. I live in the hood. I know what they look like.
being in the barracks. What do you think it's World War II? You're crawling around in the fucking trenches, waiting for
That's
the
just a
fucking
word.
bomb to go off, like the fucking I was.
Oh, hey,
have
Tater,
you
I'm
ever
gonna-
played GTA, Pesci?
Tater, I'm gonna make you a mod because I don't have any mods here. You don't have to stay or anything, but.
Now listen,
yeah.
I was playing GTA for the first time in 3 years.
Okay.
I had a grenade that wouldn't blow up. I'm like a fucking Chinese Jew. You fucking couldn't get it working if you fucking fired off with a firecracker and it had no fucking gunpowder in it. I was trying to fire off this fucking grenade. It would never go off. Couldn't fucking believe it, Pesci. I'm throwing out bombs on GTA. The bombs wouldn't go off. It's like Turbo's career. It's crazy. It's unbelievable.
Tell the people watching who was the cast when you were on Hero the first time.
It was Thick, Voldemort, Life with Voldemort, Iceman, and that was the best one, by the way. That was the best one by
Now,
far.
Christina wasn't counted on that.
No, she's a prostitute. So yeah, it was just the three of us, and go ahead, Pesh. I see you.
No, I was going to say
nipping
your
at the bit.
evaluation of why you're on Hero, what you thought of Thick Gemini overall as a host, and what you thought of Life with Ron. Are they both host material in your eyes?
Gemini's his own worst enemy. He is the type of person who will drag everyone else down, including himself. He's ultimately a Satanist when we get into the discussion of good versus evil. And
Thanks,
God
Mama.
and Satan, he is a Satanist. And the problem right now is I'm dealing with a Satanist like Gemini in bones. And he tries
Okay.
to say it, pass it off as a joke. He said to me on Nature earlier, he's like, Iceman, I'm a Satanist. He said to him, that's what he's saying about himself. That's what Bones said. I'm like, yeah, I know you're saying it as a joke, but there's parts of you that literally are like, you have revisionist history, you're gay, you have things that go against what the Bible says. Now, we all do, okay? We're all sinners, all right? I'm not out here moral grandstanding. When I was wearing that dress, do you think I was slapping the book at people? Fuck no. I made a mistake. I'll never do that again. That was 400 members, by the way. It's not like I did it for a fucking tutti frutti, all right? Like,
I still
what
had
the
to back
fuck?
out.
It took 400 to get it. I know, I should have backed out, yeah.
You know, when they asked me to
But then
dress,
they
I told this story. They asked me to dress like a woman once. I said, here, I got a better idea. I'll dress like a pimp, and you dress like a bitch.
A pimp.
That's what I said when
Set
I
him
was
on the
asked
side
if
of
I
the
would
road,
dress
tell
straight like a woman. All right? I'm not afraid to go back to the block. I know where I came from. Shout out to Pig Crew and shout out to Yo Mama. All right? We know
Shit.
where I stand.
That's your
Now,
boy.
to be fair,
That's
Yo
your
Mama
man.
Yo Mama actually did dress like a woman before. I got to let it slide. I know he has his reasons.
Exactly. He did it too. He dressed as a woman Power Ranger. He dressed up as a woman multiple times. I've only
Well,
done
to
it
be
once.
fair,
He's done it
the
multiple
woman-
times.
The woman
He's
Power
dipped
Ranger
into
thing,
the.
he made thousands
was a
of dollars
dress.
to do that.
I made thousands of dollars off mine too, but you're constantly behind the scenes
You
telling me,
didn't
"Oh,
make
man,
thousands.
you should be
made
pulling out
thousands?
Bibles." 400 members? 400 members? 400
Yo
times
Mama doesn't
5?
throw a Bible in your face.
I haven't thrown the Bible in anyone's face in months since I've done that. I'm regaining my aura, but when I'm ready to throw the Bible in everyone's face, you'll surely know about it. I've not mentioned the Bible in 3 months. I'm waiting for everyone to forget about that. I make mistakes.
I
right now.
haven't
I
mentioned the
should've
Bible in
started
3
this.
months. We're going to write that down as an Iceman quote of the day.
Bang, bang, bang,
You can't hear this.
Man, that's
Could
not
you hear
Tucker.
that? Could you hear that,
Okay.
man?
Well, no, I did
on,
not
can you
hear
hear
that. Is that Green
you-
Giant shit? Green Giant.
Can you hear that? You can't hear it?
Hear it? No.
Green Giant.
No. What happened?
It's supposed to play over the.
Ladies
Can the-
and
Hold
gentlemen,
on.
the fastest 2 hours in the LCU.
No,
Shout
this
out
is not
Jim
the
Crick.
fastest 2 hours. That's
Oh,
cafe.
we're only half an hour into the show, ladies and gentlemen. It feels like you've entered another dimension and sucked Barney the dinosaur's fat phallic fucking fat PC fucking 555
No.
cock.
Hold on, Iceman,
Ladies
stop
and
real quick. People that are watching, Slytherin, tell me if you can hear the Green Giant.
Ho ho.
Green Giant.
Tell me if you can hear that. That better be working.
Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Kong.
Tell me if you guys can hear that.
Donkey Kong Kong. Donkey
Green Giant. I can't hear it.
Oh, we can hear. Okay, thank you. All right, perfect. I was making sure. Well, this one's for Iceman if we get it going down, baby.
Listen, the same people that say I'm a one-hit wonder, as their music playing, I can't hear it. What's going?
Yeah.
Why are you dancing like that? What?
I can't believe you can't hear it. Keep talking. It was good.
What? He's dancing. He's dancing very strangely. He looks like he's crossing the side of the road with a fucking chicken up his bung bung bung. I know, so I don't know what's happening there. What is this? Can you stop fucking dancing? Stop fucking
Oh,
dancing!
stop it. It's raining tacos,
Thank you.
everyone.
It's raining tacos. What is this? Fucking 1945? Do you think fucking Hitler was fucking? Oh, I should say that word. Do you think the fucking that guy who
She's
tried to end the
laughing
world
again.
was handing out?
I'm
All
getting
right,
really
ladies and
pissed at
gentlemen, it
Spectrum.
is
I'm about
fine.
to lose my fucking brain on Spectrum. I'm about to lose my
At
brain.
this juncture, he's about
And I
to
want
lose
everyone to
his
know I don't have my
brain.
voice back yet. What? Ice, you gotta let me talk sometimes. You're hammered. He's just like, Jesus Christ, Ice. Let me breathe here.
You're talking about tech problems. I'm trying to cover you because, like, talking about tech problems for 5 minutes doesn't mean shit. I've got look how much fucking material we've got to get through. All right, I've got like 4 hours of material I got to get through. All right,
So
right
is that
like a
Pesci always
motherfucker.
has great energy. Whether it's 4 a.m., 6 a.m. See, I don't have my voice, or I would already cut a 7-minute promo. I got to save some of it for cafe.
And then how could I
gotta-
talk? If you cut a 7-minute promo, then when the fuck could I talk?
Well, you'll get another 7-minute. We got 2 hours. If I do a 7-minute promo, that means you got an 8-minute promo.
The fastest 2 hours in the LCU, everybody.
Don't stop saying that. That's cafe, friends. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, I'll go frog. I can't go Pesci. I'm going to go frog. Watch this, folks. I go completely frog. Watch this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going frog for the rest
What
of
the
the
fuck?
evening. Shout out to the Iceman. We're there. It's 4:30 in the morning if you're driving in on the East Coast, driving into work. Weather's a little windy, a little smog, a little must. It's good to see the Iceman on Local Hero. Iceman, moving right along here. You were on Bus recently. If you were to let's see how honest you are, Iceman. What's your evaluation of yourself while you were on Bus? And then I'll go.
I had 2 shitty co-hosts that have been pushed to the top unnecessarily because Keemstar has a fetish for women and he
Whoa!
pushes women to the top. It
I
shouldn't
said
be.
your evaluation of you first, not of your co-host. I want the. What
I was
did you
running.
think of the,
I was
if you were
running
to
about-
talk about the Iceman on Bus, what would you have said about the Iceman on Bus? Iceman on Iceman.
So I don't know how far shoot we want to get into it, but Keemstar was trying to push me as the old Iceman. He'd be like, "Go back on panel in 15 minutes and start crying and screaming at the top of your lungs." And I'd
Crying.
be like, "Fine, boss, I'll do it." So I go back on screen and I start crying.
What
And
the
then he's like,
fuck?
"Iceman, do you really want this?" And I'm like, and I took the opportunity to say, if you think you're going to stay on my show without kissing my cock, you were dead wrong. So I'm glad I got to say that to Keemstar. I was like, well, if you're going to make me cry, I'm going to tell you to kiss my cock. You know, like,
Very good.
it's just a nice little trade-off. And he's like, well, fuck you, I own the network. And then I had to fake for, fuck. You know, I had to do all my acting and shit. But, honestly, it was a fun experience. It's a long time coming. There's a lot of people who feel it should have happened sooner. I'm not running at 100%. I would not think that I'm at my best right now. I'm too self-evaluative. And I've seen plenty of people like that who are interns making rookie mistakes, and I've been making some rookie mistakes.
It's killing season out here. Oh, why does my shit keep freezing?
Yeah, it's freezing for me too.
I'll figure that out. Is that an internet thing?
As Pesci sorts out his technical issues, everybody.
Is this an internet thing?
Since Denmark likes to talk about, since Denmark likes to leak DMs and private things, and he recently lost his role because of it, I'm going to show you, Denmark, there's a difference between you and me, all right?
Hold
When
on,
you
Ice. I
leak
got to
shit,
disconnect and come
You
back
lose
in,
your
bro.
role.
I got to disconnect and come back in.
Good
Figure
thing.
out what the hell's
I
going
better
on.
cancel what
Let
I'm
me go to
about to do,
Studio
'cause I
A.
might lose my role.
Dude, my shit's still fucked. What is fucking happening? Dude, I'm gonna lose my
It's all
shit.
good, man.
Because I buy
I
all
got
the
you, don't
expensive
worry.
shit. My shit never does this.
The $1 Million Man, ladies and gentlemen, Pesci Arnold. Look, we all have tech issues, me being along the frontest lines of which, ladies and gentlemen, he's representing the pit crew. He's dressing up more as a gangster. He's trying to tell you a message. He's trying to send a message that he believes
What the
that your
fuck
mama
is
should be
happening
back
out here?
at the cost of anything. Pesci has decided that he wants your mama back ahead of everyone else. And I wonder, I'm going to check you guys in the chat. I'm just wondering, do you guys feel the same way? Do you think that your mama should be back ahead of Kid Behind a Camera, Tina, Boogie, this, that, Jim Crick, this, that, the other thing? Let me know.
I'm listening,
actually-
Ice. My shit's just fucked at the moment. I don't understand
you're fine.
what is happening. I'm about to lose my gourd.
But like Pesci said at the start of the show, it's not about what Iceman has done in the past. It's about what Iceman is going to do in the future and what he's doing in the present. So let's go over the present. Out of 3 vote-offs on Bus, Iceman won. The vote-off on Today on Nature, Bones set that up thinking he had a chance. He lost, I won. But it's all because of you. You, the fans, decide that. I am nothing without you. And my job and what I love to do is entertain you, the people.
Fuck!
I'm not, when I take credit,
I swear to
you
God.
know the one thing.
Hold on,
You're
I'm
good
cutting,
now.
I'm
You're
cutting
good.
a fucking promo on Spectrum. Listen up, you pieces of shit. Hey, Spectrum, I'm calling you out. I've had enough of this shit. All right, look. I had fucking AT&T. I was living good. You pieces of shit slid in with that deal. I called you bums out a year ago. And now my shit's acting phony. And guess what? Guess who's calling today? I am Mr. Bang Bang. I'm calling today and I'm ruining someone's day. I want my shit fixed. All right? I don't pay top dollar for my shit to be working like Iceman's. What is going on here? Hey, Spectrum, can you hear me? I got to get up. Huh? You better know I'm the 5-time, not champion. The 5-time felon, the nickname stealing, the Joe Pesci sounding, the future himself. And my shit's still frozen. Is that internet? Is that internet?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's like
Ha!
this. All right, I am the municipality of Manila, the Vanilla Gorilla.
Fucking lose it, man.
When Foxy was on my show, I'll make her suck my dick. She said she wanted to get in my ass. I will destroy her real quick. Because it's like this. I can get hit by cars. I come back the next day. I can be hit by accusations. I come back the next day. I've wiped everyone in my path out simultaneously from the past to the present to the future. The curses are out the way, but motherfucker, you'll make my day. Because if you think you're going to come into my universe without sucking my fat Pepsi can fucking cock, you are fucking dead wrong. I'll fuck anyone up. Do you think I ever left? I was just taking
Johnny
a break.
style.
Me on 20%. Johnny style, Hotel 32. Get up in time, eat that shit, and get home to eat some chicken. And I'll tell you what Pesci won't tell you. He wants to marry 5 Filipina bitches. Well, guess what? I already did that
5
shit.
Filipina
And it
bitches.
put
I
me
was
through
like,
hell.
I wanna
It
marry-
put me through hell. Shut the fuck up. It put me through hell.
What? A Filipino did?
When you marry that many women at once, it is hell. It is the demon coming up from behind you, giving you a pat on the back and saying, "Hey, buddy, I gave you all these abilities. Now I'm going to run you over with a car because a black man ran away from me. He is 6'5", and this big black man was running from me. You know why? Because I was going to fucking eat him alive. And all these midget bitches come up to my fucking ass.
Shit like
Talk
that,
to
shit
me
like
about
that,
how
shit
they're
like
going to
that.
beat my ass. They ain't been shit. To dance with the devil in the pale moonlight means destruction on your behalf. If you want to see the Iceman of today, it means you won't live another moment, because I will eat you. I will devour you. I will rape you of everything you have. And then I will once again show you it's 555. Big dicks in your ass are bad for your health. Bang.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is the Iceman. Try to get my voice out of raspiness. I fucking hate no voice. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost the top of the hour again. Ice, I don't know if you answered my question or not. That was pretty intense.
I
Johnny
don't know if you
style.
answered my question.
I guess this brings me to my next question on Bus. So you had Wonder Woman and Foxy. Who's the stronger one of the two? And maybe give a little description on why, if you can. This is
So I tried
Locale Hero.
discussing. So I tried discussing this with Foxy on the air. I
Okay.
said going from a 3-man panel to a 2-man panel is a completely different kettle of fish. And Foxy has always been on 3-man panels and has been protected. She is good at calling out drama. She can sort of show run a plan, but when I hear her on Queens, she's always talking about her makeup and how much of a bitch she is. Do you know how easy that would be for me to come on air every day? I'm such a bitch, guys. Oh my God. Pay attention to me. Look at my hair. Oh my God. It's so fucking easy to do that. I'm in
Yeah.
the doldrums. Just because Keem has a hard on for you and he promotes people, scammers like fucking Fupa, who rip people off, and you get 400 members to kick that bitch off and you bring her back a month later.
Welcome to the
That's why
LCU.
the whales left. That's why everyone fucking left. That's why all the people who supported this place left. Because guess what? During that 400 member stream when they voted off Fupa, there was
Okay.
someone who donated 200 members. Do you know what happened to that person with 200 members once they realized what they did meant nothing?
They went
They
to
left.
Slytherin.
They never donated again. They disappeared to the fucking KKU or whatever the fuck. They were fucking sucking off fucking Voldemort's fucking miniature cock.
Wait, Iceman, we
I
do
don't
got
know where the
breaking
fuck
news.
they
Hold
were
on.
going.
We got breaking news. Yesterday,
Am I fired?
MTV Nick has officially left Gryffindor. He has changed his name to VH1 Nick, and he will be joining Slytherin.
What?
You know, now, Ice, you said that about Foxy. So who is the stronger of the two?
They're just as bad as each other. They're both terrible. It was like working with two complete amateurs. Um, it was pathetic, quite
No
frankly. I
value.
don't even
Wait a
know
minute.
why I'd be
No
on a
value
show
on
with
these
such.
two. No value?
The only value, Foxy's redeeming value is getting some hate donations because she doesn't have a show plan that's going to dry up faster than fucking, oh, I shouldn't say that. I'll get in trouble. Faster than somebody at the top's pussy getting drier because they don't know how to run a company.
I've been hard on Foxy on Cafe at times. I agree. And I've never had a problem with her, but you got to kind of be you got to be that villain if you're going to be on these shows because you got to point that shit out. You know what I mean?
She's
I always think
disingenuous about it, though. She's disingenuous. Like she's talking about
She
me
definitely
sitting around
wasn't a
collecting a
two-host
paycheck.
show.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she's sitting behind the scenes saying, Iceman, I can't wait to work with you. I'm such a big fan. And then going in group chat saying, I love working with Iceman. He's so good. And then she says to me, you're such great comedic talent. And then she goes on there, you've just been sitting here collecting a paycheck. I'm like, you bitches ramble on about fucking nothing. I have to wait 10 minutes before I can get a fucking word out because you're rambling about Wonder Woman doing some dances on somebody. I don't give a fuck what she was doing. No one cares about what happened 2 years ago, you fucking goddamn retards. No one gave a fuck then. No one gives a fuck now. You don't have your fucking finger on the pulse. I've had my finger on the pulse longer than any of these motherfuckers out here. I am the 555. I am the municipality of Manila. Put some respect on I'm tired of these motherfuckers not putting respect on my name, by the way. But I will earn it. I will show you one step at a time that I don't need to do the embarrassing stunts. I don't need to do the IRLs. That shit is bullshit. And like Pesci said 2 months ago, the commentators are the ones that will survive. Well, guess what? I was commentating before the LCU existed. Guess what? I had millions and millions of views commentating. I can do this all day, all night, every minute. No better. The trendsetter, the litigator. See you later. Motherfuckers
Now,
in chat. If I
to
don't
be
see
fair,
555,
see, Iceman,
I'm going to kill myself.
If you noticed, that was my question that set that up. I told you that's what I could do for you. I'm the type of guy that could give Iceman these lofts where he could spike them or hit them out of the park. You know what I mean? Like this next one. So you said they're both garbage. No one's better than the other. You're saying if you ran the place, you would not give them a job. Why?
I would give them a job. They're good at, like 2 a.m. B circuit and 4 a.m. B circuit, but they would not be running the universe at all. And there's been an influx of women into this community who have been given roles because of the size of their breasts and not because of the size of their commentary style or their ability on the microphone.
Someone was giving me shit for jumping on a panel with all women. I'm like, there's tons of chicks here now. You know what I mean? If you get along with some of the girls better than the guys, that's just reality. If I'm looking at a panel and I see fucking hatred and bones on one and 3 chicks on the other, and I pick the one with the girls, how's that weird? You know what I'm saying?
It's not weird. It's just weird how Keem went on this activation spiral of recruiting a bunch of women all at the same time to the point where it's like 70% women on the roster and there's 30% men. And like, I hear these girls have conversations, like I watched them on Fire. They talked about the price of makeup for 15 minutes and like Fire gets all this hype of being this big fucking show. They're calling people fucking predators when they shouldn't be. Like, it's so easy to tear these people apart.
It's a show that you're potentially going to talk about. It's a show that you're now. Football Christina will not be able to survive 5 days a week, 2 hours. That's reality, unless they're going to need a writer. I said Football would be good in a circumstance where if she created a show where she picks certain hosts and she goes at them or she nitpicks them or she complains about them. She needs to be someone that does content that involves her criticizing other people. I think that's her best route.
The only way these bitches survive is if we allow porn links to porn websites, okay? Because in 6 months, they're all going to be out here faster than a hoe going down for
Shout
a
out to
$5
Tatum.
bill.
I will say this. I would actually call out Girl World. You're looking at Guy World when you're on Hero. All right? This is where the man wins. You're looking at him. The next man up. The guy that's here, been there, done that, smoked this, smoked that. With the Iceman. The 3-time, with the 5-time.
Drink, ate this, ate that. Blah. Okay. I
level upper.
slipped in this, slipped in that. I fucking watched this, watched that.
The backflipper. The wannabe.
The backflip. Wannabe. Oh, fuck out of here. Bro.
No, I'm kidding.
You're trying. I'm gonna write a promo on you. I'll fucking. I'll write a promo on you someday, Pesh.
Now, the one thing we hopefully will get back, guys, is hopefully you'll start coming to the show with, like, you should do the moose look. Treat nature as like the hood.
What's the moose look?
Where you did the moose
Okay.
hair. That's why if somebody pops up on us,
did.
it looks like we got our shit together. I mean, I'll be
Yeah,
back
we'll
to
do that
suits
for-
come in the winter. I'm wearing my, pit shit for now.
I did the moose hair. It came back down. It came back down very fast. I need a lot of moose in my hair. I need a lot of moose in my goose. You're sounding like a bitch, Iceman. What the fuck? This is the same shit I did in the past, and now you're saying I'm a bitch for it. All right, fine. All right, don't get one guy, Iceman. It's fine. It's fine. Serenity now. Serenity now. Serenity now.
The people want to know, did you cry when you were removed off a bus?
Yeah, I was, when the show ended, I just went into the corner like White Owl and just cried like an F slur.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't give a shit. I went off the stream. I made love with my beautiful woman. I went
then
to buy some
cried?
pizza. I had a bit. No, I didn't. Fuck off, dude. I went to get some fucking reefer. Had my fucking sat down, had a bowl, fucking watched my favorite comedian play GTA, stole a bunch of his jokes, and I'm gonna reuse them in 2 months, and hopefully no one notices. And that's it.
Well, folks, I look at this show as being the, I think Iceman's going to have a little bit more rhythm. Like, I have a bunch of shit I want to show him and get his idea on. Let me pull this up, actually.
You're like 3 questions in and the show's nearly over. This has been,
Yeah,
ladies and
see,
gentlemen.
that's what I do.
the
Did you see that
fastest
3
hour.
questions in? What did I tell
I
you?
know.
I told Iceman, I know how to set people up to where that first hour is going to go like this. And I told them that. Because we're
And for
setting
some
up
reason, for
Project Iceman.
the first time in like months, I'm actually sweating. I'm burning through energy through my commentary, which has been a long time since I've done that. So you're seeing a massive energy difference because I'm actually excited to work with Pesci. It's actually something I'm excited. When I was going to allude back to the earlier question, which is a great question, how did I feel about working with Fupa and Wonder Woman, which is the best of the two, whatever. I hated going to work every day there. It's absolutely, imagine going to hell into the firing line where Keem's watching every minute and you got these 2 fucking Down syndrome retards to back you up. They're retards. Why would I want to work with fucking retards in prime time? It just makes me look worse. And then I had to work with Phantom. He's the biggest retard of them all. The only reason he's here is because he donated and sucked Keem's penis like the rest of these people, which is why they got offered to be here because they have a mouth or a fucking vagina. And his
Not
fucking
me.
wife. Oh,
I didn't suck nothing. Let's keep that clear.
I'm going to hold back. I could really fucking rip in, but I'm not. Pesh, your screen's frozen right now.
No, I know. It's
I'm
fucking
holding
pissing
back.
me off.
Because if I unleash, I'm going to get fired.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, shout out to the 362 in the building. We actually got the numbers that Chubby used to have at 6 a.m. So we appreciate that. We know this is the graveyard shift. And we're going to own that graveyard shift with the Iceman. Now, Ice, let's talk a little bit about Fupa here. First, okay, hold on. I'm frozen again, which is pissing me off. What is Sour Power out there? What does this lagging? Is this internet? Because I got to go kill somebody, and I need to know who to go kill.
I'm looking on my stream, and you don't appear to... Oh, no, you are lagging, yeah.
Like, what the... All right. Okay, Iceman, listen. What up, Servap? Shout out to Servap, longtime Pesci guy. Probably anything you want to know about me, you can ask Servap. Iceman...
So Yo,
What
yes,
were you
sir.
about to say? Were you about to say something?
Well, I wanted to read one of the comments here, and White Owl is in the chat. He's saying, "I'm not Nefsler." White Owl, man, your time's up, buddy. I tried defending you to the high hills. I nearly got dragged into hell because of it. I wish you the best of
Dragged
luck.
in
I'm
hell
sure you're gonna
by
appear
his
somewhere.
fucking dick.
Not by his dick. I don't know that. I don't. That's some gay shit. I didn't touch his dick. I didn't see his dick. I didn't
I'm
feel
saying
his
you
dick.
almost got
The
dragged
truth.
into hell. He was grabbing your
I'll tell.
dick.
I'll tell you the truth. White Owl has a girlfriend, and she likes me a lot. And the truth is, White Owl offered me a lot of money and drugs in order to go over there and fuck his girlfriend while he watches. And so this is a deal that I accepted in order for me to promote him. So I just want to clear that up real quick.
Let me call something
So
out
yeah,
here,
that's just the whole
Iceman.
White Owl thing. Hey, what's
Let me
up?
call something out here. You just said White Owl's got a girlfriend. This guy said to Keem, I'm living in squalor and shit. You need to either be worried
He's
about your
lying.
girl or you need to be worried
He's
about
lying.
yourself. Okay, well,
He's
if you're
lying.
lying, then he shouldn't have hired him.
He's got more money than you and me combined. It's fucking actually ridiculous how much
Well,
money
then
he
he
has.
doesn't need
It's
to be here.
actually
Then how
insane.
dare he lie to Keemstar then?
I know. I told him to be honest with this shit, but he kept fucking lying and
Dude,
lying.
I'm
I don't know
rich,
what to do.
actually.
I
Can you
don't know.
imagine? He comes up and goes, oh, Keem, I'm rich. It was a lie. I got like, yeah.
He's yeah, he made some money one way.
Okay, that was
yeah,
your
mix
daily
the
White
4 and
L
4.
segment as you're driving in. White L segment.
As you're driving in, you have to hear about White Owl. You're welcome.
Can we get on the football
no.
real quick? Because I wanted to hear your perspective on a couple things. Okay, so I had a
Sure.
take yesterday that Keem said she was going to be gone forever, and forever in his world is 6 hours and 10 minutes. That's when I said to
Yeah.
myself, yo mama's coming back. Because if Fupa did the worst thing you could do to Keem, his words, not mine, which is almost like treason. If she could commit treason, your mama didn't commit nowhere near that. Did he cross some lines? Yes, but nothing that he couldn't come back from. I got to believe he's on his way back. Because if you could bring Fupa Cheese back, a recorder, a James Bond
Yeah.
type shit, you could bring your mama back, flat out. I don't even care that
James
they
Bond
brought
type
Fupa
shit.
back. I'm an ex-con. I've been around criminals my whole life. I don't give a shit. I just said at least bring my boy back. I'll work with fucking
Yeah, no,
Knievel, Crick,
yeah.
you name it.
So yeah, there's a couple of disparities between Fupa and Your Mama. First of all, Your Mama is not here because Boogie, Tina, Mike, and the rest don't want to work with Your Mama. That's one difference that Fupa doesn't have to deal with. Fupa, although, is allegedly a doxer. I'm not gonna claim I know everything about her, but I know she scammed multiple goals, and that is how you get promoted to the top, apparently, because she is on bus. Apparently,
I
just
under-
being a nasty bitch who can say 2-syllable words is enough to be at the top of this company, and he's gonna turn around and say people like Pesci aren't a commentator because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
1 second,
Okay.
all right, Iceman.
Yeah.
1 second. No, B-Slice, I do know the situation. Tina and them wouldn't have came back. What I'm saying is there should still be a conversation made that could bring them back. There should be a talk. But go on, Iceman. You're good.
Of course, should Yo Mama come back? Sure. Of course he should. But in this landscape, I don't know when it's going to happen. It will happen. That's why Keemstar's refusing to sign the contract. When we look at Boogie, Kid Behind the Camera, everyone's saying, sign the contract, that he will never come back. Keem's never going to sign that shit because Keem knows that in a month, 2 months, whenever it is, Your Mama's going to be back. In regards to Fupa now, I don't know why people like Foxy, Fupa, these people who, and they've been nice to me, and I like them as people, but I don't know what they offer as commentators to be in these high up positions. What do they have on the owners of the company, of the bosses, to be put in these positions time and again? Because there's like 4 members in fucking bus chats saying they want Fupa back. They did the poll. She lost the poll against Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman's performance was an absolute fucking disaster. Who enjoyed Wonder Woman on bus? Who's sitting there saying, oh, Wonder Woman was great on bus? Fupa lost the poll to her. So Fupa, the one who scammed 400 fucking members, makes Wales fucking quit. And people say I don't care about the company because I point this out. No, I care about the company at the risk of getting myself fired for mentioning such things, for putting myself lower down the totem pole just to point these things out. The things that people won't fucking point out. And it pisses me off. You want to know why I'm running at fucking 20%? Because when I was running at 100, I would get punished. I would lose paychecks. I would lose my fucking livelihood. Because I went at 100%. I was doing it things that would get me in the news. I could do them all again. But you know why I don't? Because it fucks my life over. And that's what it's all about.
So with that being
That's why
said,
hatred is the intern of life. Because they can fuck his life over.
holy shit, ladies and gentlemen,
Bang, 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 bang.
that is the Iceman.
Green Giant.
Tell
Fuck
me
you,
I
Spectrum.
left. I've never fucking left. I've been here holding back. All my promos are about shitting on the company. I don't know what to do.
Well, I would say you don't know what to do, but if you could do it all over again, do you think you would have went a different route or same route? I'm not talking about the shit you got in trouble for. Obviously, you would take that back. I'm talking about, like, you know, the urine, the fire, you know, shit like that.
I
Shit
never
like
drank
that, shit
piss.
like
I would
that,
never
shit like
do
that,
such a
shit like
thing.
that,
That was
shit like that.
gimmicked. That was a complete gimmick.
Okay, I
There's
did
no
have a
footage of
video
me
of you
drinking
saying
piss.
you drank piss before, for the record.
I was doing that because I was instructed to by the higher ups. I've never drank piss in my life. I swear to God, God struck me down if I'm lying. I've never drank piss. What was the other thing? The goonery. I mean, look, there's women in the LCU
No, I
who
took
show
that
me
out
their
of
breasts
it.
all the
I
time.
said, of course you wouldn't do that again.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is,
I've seen so many pairs of LCU breasts that I would have a collage if I wanted to, but I don't pay any attention. I block them.
Would you say
I
some
see
of
the
that?
breasts. I see. I'm like, I'm
Would
okay.
you say
I
some
block.
of that? Would you say some of that early stuff you did as an intern? Do you believe you should have waited to be a host to do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Billy. See. Oh, you're gonna get me into Billy. He's a very tricky, manipulative young man. Billy the Fridge. This
Good old
guy.
Bill.
All right. Yeah.
I like Billy.
If you allow him, he will grab a hold of your throat and strangle you until there's nothing left. Oh, speaking of which, he did that at Fat Camp, both proverbially and literally. Ah. Oh, Pesci, I want you to hold that question for another day. Because
Okay.
my blood pressure's going up and my left arm's going numb. And if I start going off at Billy, it's going to get fucking ugly.
I'll wait. We'll do. I got
Rewind
a
chat.
couple more questions.
Ban anyone who
15
supports
minutes, and then
Rewind.
I'll show you. There was a. I brought a couple things that I wanted you to comment on from yesterday. Because I didn't want to spoil anything for today. I got to keep all that for cafe. But oh, I got to see that. That looks really good. Now, Iceman, you're over on Nature now with Bones, right?
Yeah.
What the hell happened on Clown? What was that run about?
Great run.
Great run.
me
How
and,
many shows? Wait, how many shows was it? Great run.
It was the fastest 3 shows in the
It was the
LCU, you could
fastest
say.
3 shows in the LCU, right?
Bang, bang.
I love that
bang,
line by
bang,
Pesci.
bang.
I'll tell him afterwards. He said it like 4 times. He's like, "What do you mean? I only said it
I didn't
once."
say
I'm
it
like,
4 times. I said it like 3. I said it when you're supposed to say it, like a radio guy would.
You said it
This
3.
is the fastest.
I know. But, yeah. Top of the hour. We have just hit 5 p.m. EST, ladies and gentlemen. It's
I like to
sunny
do radio.
outside. I saw a prostitute on the side of the road. She offered to give me head. I said, "Get into bed. Whack it up, Jack. Pull in the saddle. Pick up a holy book or pick up a shovel. Big dicks in your ass are bad for your health." Bang. That's
He's back,
We can
ladies
do
and
that.
gentlemen.
We
And
can-
he's back. I'm not fully back yet. Once my voice is back, I'll be a little bit louder for sure. And it's 4 a.m.
This has
standard.
been the fastest 2 hours in the history of the LCU.
Relax. It's only been an hour. Quit using my line. Don't destroy my line. Okay? They're meant
By-
for,
by
the
the way-
appropriate time. Like the 5 time.
By the way, shout out Jim Crick.
Shout out Jim Crick always.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green
Yeah.
Giant.
Green Giant.
Oh, you heard it.
No, I didn't. I just said it. Did you do it?
Oh. Yeah. That was crazy. He said
Did I
right
guess
when
it?
did
That's
it.
crazy.
I don't know
I
why it's
swear to
not
God,
plugging
I
through
didn't
the
hear it, bro.
Discord. It should. It's weird.
Oh. I
That's
did
what
not
this
hear it, guys.
plugin
I
is.
swear.
It's a Discord plugin.
We're cooking
talk.
now, boys. Oh, yeah. Me and Pesci can talk for like 3 hours off a show. This is gonna. You have no idea what's coming, guys. This will be fucking lightning fast.
Well, I'll
2
tell you
hours.
what's coming. I'm gonna fucking judo kick anybody that's wearing a Spectrum hat on my block going forward. That's for sure. You could quote the Raven. Never
Who the
more
fuck
there.
wears a Spectrum hack? They should be gay. Now, Pesci, let me ask you a question, man to man. Would you execute all the gays if you could?
No. Where the fuck did that come from?
All right. That was just a question. I mean, it was just a. Now, do you think
Bro,
the people in
you know what I
pajamas?
did you know what I did my whole life?
Well,
I'm almost 90, I don't want to say 90%, but most of my life. You know what I did? Ever since I left my house when I
Worked
was like
with gay
16?
people?
No, I sold dope.
worked with. Oh,
So it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, or whatever. If 90 gay guys were at my door and they wanted a bag of weed, get on in here. Let's go. The dog will
right,
make sure
okay.
they
Well,
don't do
it's just a
anything
question.
dangerous.
I checked Chat GPT for controversial questions, and that was one of the first ones that came up. And I thought,
Get the fuck out
wow,
of here.
should I ask that?
Would you assassinate all the people? That was what a fucking computer told you to ask.
Yeah, Chat GPT is getting really horrible lately, and I do not agree with that statement. I do not condone that statement. Gay people are so great. I think they're such a wonderful thing, and having them all slaughtered and ripped apart piece by piece, limb from limb on the side of the road, dead, and then buried into a pit would be such a terrible thing.
I would like to say a special shout out to the 361 people in the
Terrible.
building. If you guys got any questions you want to throw out there, feel free. It's the Ask the Masters segment of the show. Get them out there. Show that you're awake. Show that you're up. It's a brand new day in the LCU.
You're talking about the new day after gay people just got buried in the pit? I mean, what? It's a
Wait
new
a
day.
minute.
Yes, it is.
Did you just say you buried people in the pit? Wait, what happened? Did I miss a burying promo?
Yeah, I got into a fight with a bear the other day, and it ran me over with its car. It was I was picking grapes. I was picking
Grapes? What the
grapes.
fuck are you? Fucking Betty Ruth or some shit? What the fuck?
I was picking grapes, and this grizzly bear came rolling down the hill, and it did a roly poly, and it ran me over, and now I have a pretty sore hand and pretty sore knee. So yeah, just trying to recover from that. And I just want to thank the audience for their support as I've been getting through this bear injury. Iceman had like 4 different hairstyles today. Absolutely, that's way too Tucker. That's how we do it. I am the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Shout out to the
cover me,
Megazord.
Iceman.
And
I'm pulling up this clip I
got you,
want
fam.
you to see. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Clown, who on some days will join us for certain segments when we cover the LCU. We are going to be your graveyard shift coverage of the LCU. Life with Voldemort is officially gone. But they say God has these weird, mysterious ways of happening. Yeah, Ron will be missed by those that miss Ron. But me and Iceman have always wanted this. This wasn't planned.
Yeah.
This happened by fate. That's why it works best. As Iceman, we didn't plan this. I didn't say Iceman, you want to be
yeah,
on
we've
this
wanted
show?
this forever. Like
Yeah.
me and Pesci talk behind the scenes for hours every day, and It's been like one of
Well, not
those
every
things
day.
where we've wanted to link
said
up. Well, not
hours
every
every
day. I'm not
day.
going to say literally every day. I mean, maybe like twice a week, we talk for like an hour or 2 hours each day. So cumulative, like maybe 2 or 3 hours a week. And we talk about these sort of things. You know, Pesci discussed like having a portfolio where we have 15-minute segments. Well, guess what, Pesh? You got one better than that. You got the Iceman for 2 hours a day for as long as we want. Because guess what? Here's what I can do. If Keem decides to kick us off, I'm going to say I quit because I need a vacation anyway. So you're stuck with me for as long as you want to be stuck with me.
I'm not against if, like I said, I fucking hate that this camera is doing this. This is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me, and someone's gonna die. Hold on, Ice. Talk to him while I'm trying to get this bag in the mix again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bones's boyfriend is in the chat saying what I said about
Bones'
gays is
boyfriend?
against TOS. Bones's boyfriend, I've got one message to you, Bones's boyfriend. This came from ChatGPT. I would never say such a thing. I'm a big supporter of the gays. The gay people are really cool and nice. And I definitely wouldn't encroach on anyone's human rights. Just because I have a couple of friends from North Korea does not mean they got into my head when I used to play Black Ops 2 and dominate back in the servers and they connected through. Anyway, it's a long story. Thank you. Shout out to the 360 in the build.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Shout out Jim
Why is
Crick.
my shit
Jim
doing
Crickety
this?
Crick.
Why is it doing this? What is doing this? What the fuck is doing that? What is doing that? I've never had this happen.
Now, ladies and
Like, I'm
gentlemen,
gonna lose my
yesterday,
mind.
well, everything's okay, Pesh. Everything's just take a deep breath. Everything will be all right. Now, last week, Wonder Woman went IRL into the streets to find love. She claims to be a cow in the wild, low on confidence and low on options. It was a W for Wonder Woman. 2 birds, 1 stone. A Wonder Woman in the hood trying to find love. It's been a long time since fornication. But she'll be the fixer of Clay's frustration. Your mama said that she's a charity case, worthless. Single, married, old, black or white. She's making
Sour
moves.
Power,
tapping
come up here
that
real
ass.
quick. What do you mean I'm using
Wonder
Kit
Woman.
in both programs? What the fuck
Why
does
are
that
you
mean?
interrupting my promo? I was in the middle
My
of a
shit's
fucking promo.
fucked. My shit's
All right,
fucked.
we'll just wait.
We'll go. I mean, sorry, Iceman. I didn't mean that. But dude, look at my. I'm like freezing and shit.
It's fine. It's fine, dude. I'll let you.
I've never had
So
this
anyway,
happen.
about Wonder Woman. Let me ask you a question, Pesci.
Hold on.
Did you think Wonder Woman was all right?
What is happening right now?
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
Sour
I'll be
Power?
right back.
Sour Power.
You're using the camera as a source in OBS and you're using the camera as a source in Discord. You need to disable the camera in OBS for now and just use it on Discord. We'll set up a scene so you can do a virtual camera to your Discord after the show. Just roll with it.
So you're saying deactivate the smart cam on my OBS?
Yes, because you're using the camera in 2 different spots and it can't do that.
Oh shit! When I did that, that happened. I don't know if I did that right or not.
Yep, just leave the eyeball off in OBS and just use it on Discord for now.
Okay. Is there anything I got to do after the fact?
Hit me up after the show's done. We'll fix everything.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry,
Bye.
I was losing my mind
I get it. No, it's fine. We're good.
because I've never actually had that happen, and normally I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
my shit together.
I'll set you up right. You'll be good.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
All right, sorry about that, fans. Damn, I need my voice back.
Sorry, give us a sec. Do I have time to take a shot of vodka?
I hope that Hero doesn't become the shot of vodka shit with you.
What is
Okay,
that? What the hell does that mean?
Well, I hope it doesn't become a vodka show. there's no way you could do like a serious, show of drinking vodka. If I start drinking vodka,
I mean,
I
I've
start
cut some
drinking.
Ripper promos tonight. I think some of my promos tonight have been some of the best in recent times. They'll get overshadowed because everyone wants to say Iceman fell off, but some of these promos, I did the gay promo, I did the Keemstar promo. I think some of them have been pretty fucking rock solid. So, I mean, suck my dick. I think I've done a pretty good job. If you're not sweating, you're not streaming, and I've been fucking sweating my ass off. I deserve a fucking cigarette.
Hero does have their watch hours. Keem already put us in to be monetized. Shout out to our sponsors.
Do you have a jingle?
I just did the.
All right, so shout out to our sponsors, Larry's Furniture. At Larry's Furniture, we karate chopper prices.
Jesus. Dude, what are you doing right now? Are you sipping vodka, smoking a Newport?
Yeah, I'm smoking a Newport. I'm out in the fucking, whatever, white picket fence. The fucking grass is greener on the other side. Fucking, who's better than me?
Audio sounding like shit. Well, let me ask you this, Iceman. I actually have this clip of when Bones jumped up on bus, and I wanted to get an idea what was going through your mind. Are you able to look at what I share, or you got to wait till you're back inside? Oh, well, I'll give you 5 minutes. Go ahead and finish your smoke.
Yeah, give me 5. Thanks, mate. I'm a bit stressed out right now.
What time is it? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we still got about 50 minutes here. Shout out to the 362 in the building. If you're driving in on the East Coast, sun hasn't yet touched the sky. We're looking at a hot, muggy day. As far as the LCU goes, Iceman, strongest show in your mind right now, and why?
Any show that I'm on is strong. It'll be consistent. It'll be performance. It'll be outrage.
Hear your
I will
answer.
make
There was
people
an
mad.
answer there? Was there an answer there? I said,
No.
other than Hero, what is your favorite show? And not Nature either.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched any of the LCU shows in like 3 months.
What? How do you even have an opinion on half of this shit if you haven't watched it? He said, I haven't watched it in 3 months.
I watch clips. I watch clip channels. Yeah, I watch Boo Moo and fucking B Slice and like, and that gives me enough because when they go over the top, I know how to cut under them, and that gives me enough. I only watch Cafe. That's the only show. That's how I get my recaps.
Nice.
Recaps, Cafe, B Slice, and Moo Moo, whatever the fuck he's called. Fucking
Now you're lagging
Moo Moo,
out.
suck a
Pam.
dick, fucking suck a duck, fuck a duck. By the way.
The fuck? You
All
alright?
right, Pesci, cut a promo on Darkside Phil. I'll be back in a minute.
Wrong one.
This cigarette is not burning. It's some cheap ass cigarettes and they don't burn properly. So I'm sitting here like a fucking dickhead. Burning piece of shit.
Well, I would at least try to do one show, no vodka. I think that's fair. Right? And the only reason is
Yeah, I've got to stop drinking.
normal people I've seen that drink vodka on a stream, they tend to lose their shit. They tend to say shit
I've been
they shouldn't,
calculated.
or they don't look
I've been
like
calm.
they got
I
their
haven't-
polish. Huh?
I've only... no, I've been
tell
calm. I've
this
been
guy's on
calculated.
liquor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you-
but you
can you
can't
hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Yes, I hear you. Yes.
That's the liquor, folks.
You're saying I'm
That's
not
liquor.
polished because I'm drunk. I don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. You're trying to diminish my
I said
returns
when
for
you
some
drink
fucking reason.
liquor, I said when you drink liquor 4 out of 5 times, it kind of sloppens up people's podcasting. Am I wrong?
And I'm
here,
the 1 in 5. I'm the 1 in 5, 1 in 1 million, diamond in the rough, 555. And they got that tattooed on their back. I got women with tattoos of my name all over the world. And it can only be done by me because I built it that way. I made it that way. And that's how it works. And that's true, by the way. That's not some gimmick, by the way. That's true.
You know what I realized, Iceman? You know, Tech one time said he was bi, so maybe he was meant for gay.
I wish you didn't bring this up, but you know, his girlfriend really had an interest in me, and
What?
I don't know if I should talk about it.
Can you imagine Tech Protect, Iceman, living at Jaffe's playing the PS5, streaming all next to each other, doing a show called Just Us? Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our sponsors.
Green Giant.
You damn right. I would say going today, it's going to be an interesting one. Today, we're going to find out about fire. And let me tell you why, folks. Christina and Fupa had a lot to talk about yesterday. There are two women that need to take lead from a guy, preferably. But if it's a woman, it's a woman. It'll be interesting to see their show evolve over the next couple days. You back, guys? Did you hear what I was saying about fire? Fire is going to be almost like a new version of Buzz. It's going to be, how long can those two last with just coming to the show, showing up? Because that's what's going to happen. They'll have something today, but going forward where they will clash as they'll end up being two chicks that are just showing up. Now, that happens here. It's a problem. I've done it on shows. It's a thing. That's why I feel like covering other stuff in the LCU is important. Because that's what people that watch this shit want to hear about.
Well, I mean, you're the only guy really covering stuff. You and Batgirl at the moment. Reapers has become Tommy Versailles. Rewind is a hangout for Billy to have his nice hug box. Totally not talk about how he assaulted a woman and took advantage of interns to make money.
Let's ease up on the word assault there. Come on.
Well,
Nice,
let's
man,
not say
we've all
assault.
done
Let's just say
They could stretch your shit like that, and your shit wasn't like that.
And they
You were just
did.
They did.
They did. So if they're going to stretch my shit, I'll stretch their shit.
That's why
They're not going to complain about the monsters they create. They're not going to complain about the monsters they create. They're not. Because I can hit them back at the same level each time.
Okay.
And tomorrow we're going to go over the conversation between me and Keemstar, because that was one of the only conversations we've had that long. And we're going to go over it on Bus, some of the mistakes I made. I'm sure Pesh will be able to point them out. We're going to get into that tomorrow, so we have that to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. As the sun sets in
let me tell you the
Australia.
idea for your segment. I only need, look, here's
Yep.
my one ask. You don't have to make this a struggle, this show. I want you to do, and I'll get the thumbnail for you. I want you to do a segment at the top of the hour when we do our show, and make it last 15 minutes with a mixture of LCU plus the other stuff you like to kind of talk about. And if you want, we could do it maybe even an hour and 15 minutes in. So people ask, why are we talking about outside stuff? We can say, well, we do this towards the end of the show. So I'll come up with the thumbnail. I'll talk to Michelangelo. We'll get a jingle for it. We'll call it maybe Iced Out with the Iceman. I think that sounds cool. And
That's cool.
it'll be something that you could call your own. You know what I mean? If someone says, why is
Right.
Iceman talking about this? Well, it's Iced Out. And Iced Out, that shit could be talked about. If you don't like it, comment. He reads your comments. Well, eventually, 4 a.m., you're not going to get much comments, but you never know. We'll always be the people that read those eventually. Iceman always said read the comments is a funny thing. I get a lot of hate comments, believe it or not. Motherfuckers hate my guts. I'll bet. You think they hated the Iceman? They definitely hate
Imagine-
Joe Pesci.
Imagine being on Bus, right, for your first time in prime
Okay.
time in like 5 months, right? Imagine being in this scenario, right? You're in
Suicide.
prime time for the first time in 5 months. You've been given 2 shitty co-hosts.
Okay?
You're not allowed to talk because Wonder Woman's looping about something that happened 2 years ago, and these people are coming up who are energy vacuum. All right,
Yep.
this is the situation that someone would be in hypothetically, and then the boss of the company comes up, right, and he takes before all that, 2 weeks before that, he takes away your show, Gay, which is the show that was your staple that consistently was successful. I know you could say,
Gay had
the
to end,
LG has
though.
been in a rough
Gay
spot.
had to end. Gay had to end. There was no direction. You had no direction for it. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I
well,
watched it
Phantom,
every
yeah,
day.
for sure, yeah.
I watched
know.
it every day.
I
You
know.
had to get out of there or you were dead. They were already
that
coming
was
at you.
That was fucked.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Phantom was just sitting there going, well, we're trying to get the 555 Iceman back. Instead of just helping him do something. Dude, that was suicide. I watch Gay every day, folks. That was my 12 o'clock show. Thank God they put Fire there so I have some kind of disaster to watch.
Do you like watching Fire? You like watching the train wreck, the irony of it all?
Well, right now it's fun to watch. It was like when you three were on bus, it was three people that didn't know what to do with that show. It's not that they don't know what to do. And it's gonna be like that on bus right now. Bus is a hard grind. I wouldn't want that. Unless you told me I was going on there with Keemstar and he said he was gonna tell us what to do. That's the only situation I would do something like that.
Well, that's why I accepted it to begin with. I thought I'd be able to work with GameStar because he said that was the show he works on, his bus.
They did.
And
But
the only
turns
thing
it
he
into a
told me
punch
was
palace
just-
at times.
The only thing I was told was to start crying and act like a bitch. So I was like, well,
Which you shouldn't
and
have
be
done.
myself. It's like, well,
If someone tells you to
Well.
start crying and be a bitch, you say, no, I'm good. Thumbs up. You don't do that shit, dude. Boss or not. Like, Team does do a lot for the people around here. He said a lot of nice things. I like the guy a lot. But we can't, like, degrade ourselves if we don't want to. See, I'm trying, like, when I do
Well.
cafe, and why I like doing cafe is because I know if I go up there and do my job, I'm not going to have to deal with a lot of what some of these other hosts deal with. And I'm blessed to have that situation because I see what some of them deal with. You know what I mean? Keem's always questioning, should they be moved? And like he said the other day, I might have solidified that spot. I haven't heard him say that about anybody ever, other than Boogie maybe on live. So I have to figure out a way to up every game. Now, every day I had to do better or do something close to it. Because here's how I look at it. You can't look at what you did the day before in a universe that's graded by what you do in the future. So you can't be scared. You can't show up sick. You can't show up in a bed. You can't show up drunk. These are things that will never happen with me. There'll never be a day when they'll be like, damn, remember when Pesci showed up slaughtered? No, that's not happening. Because he calls it a business, so you got to treat it like a business. That's reality. Shout out to the almost
But there's a
400 in the build. We got more than
There's-
fucking
there's-
Chubby does.
of course. Oh, come on.
At
Are
4
they
a.m., we're
A-circuit?
beating
What circuit are
Chubby.
they? Is that a lot? Is that good?
Dude, I don't think you realize this. At 4 a.m., Chubby, before when they had AMAC and them, would start at 6, and they would struggle getting over 4 at times. Did they? Yes, they got 4 at times.
Yeah.
Sure. But from
Yeah.
4 to 6, if you could get over 300, you just haven't been at 4 a.m. much.
Well,
is
you'll be-
graveyard. I'm
just
never up at 4
give
a.m.
it a week. Give it a week. We'll be at 600. So I can't wait for that.
Well,
I
here's the
cannot
important
wait
thing.
for that.
Can you at least, for tomorrow, try to have like a little 15-minuter? That's all you got to do. Little 15-minute,
Oh yeah,
little
I can
little
go
boom
2
boom.
hours. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I
No,
could go all day. It doesn't matter.
what I'm saying is for the Iceman segment.
Oh yeah, I could talk about wrestling for 15 minutes. That's what I'd love to do.
No,
Love
bro,
to talk about. I don't think people would
don't
like
make
it.
Iced Out a wrestling segment, dude. You'll fuck it up. You need to do Iced Out needs to be a segment where you point at a certain show and you're like, here's my problem with this, or I got something to talk about this, and then maybe add something from the outside that's internet or YouTube known you could do. But don't do 15 minutes on wrestling. Okay? If you do wrestling,
Mhm.
keep that for like the last like 3 minutes of a show. You know what I mean? There's
But
just
that's
this
what
ain't
I've
the,
loved
this ain't
watching.
the environment. And I like wrestling. I know more about wrestling just as much as the Iceman does. I used to do wrestling commentary. I'm really good at it. But this ain't the place for it up here. It's not.
It will be the place once we
Yeah.
work it in. We'll
Yeah.
try to. Okay, let me show you how we work it in. Watch this. Now, the Roman Reigns push in 2012, would you compare that to how Fupa or Foxy has been pushed in the LCU? Ah,
The Roman
Crack
Reigns
the
push?
code.
No. I would not compare those two.
so you don't think that neither of them have been unnecessarily pushed?
Well,
You think
yeah,
they've been
she's
pushed
put.
rightfully? You think Foxy and Fupa have been pushed righteously?
Yeah, of course. Well, it's not they were pushed. Let's look at the basics. To go on Queens, you have to at least be willing to do shit at a top level. And I get it. That's what that show calls for. I always say, folks, certain shows call for certain things. She snorted an egg. She does things that Mike likes people that will go far like that. She put a pool in her house. She put a bunch of slop on her. So I would say she was worthy of that spot. Now, when it comes to what some people watch Queens for, and that's Tina talking or going at somebody, I don't think she's good there in that capacity. You know what I mean? Because she wants to be too nice. And when she does turn mean, it's more like a just shut the fuck up. Not like an interesting mean. It's more like a, ugh. Like me and Clown, we took a 9-minute clip of Foxy. And I did, this is why my voice is gone. And I did an hour and a half, folks, on this channel on a Foxy Mama 9-minute clip and called it out. If you want to go check it out, it was the other day. But I don't think.
Which,
now,
by the way,
too show worthy, definitely not. Like, what'd she do for Bus? I would watch her on Bus at times. If you took her Bus and you took out her audio only and you could put her audio together. I've seen Keem do this. This was actually a brilliant Keemstar thing. He took somebody out of the show, put all their audio together, you hit play, and you watch what they just said for the whole show. And they did it with Foxy. And I'm thinking to myself, if you do that to her on other shows, she really doesn't say a whole lot. Like, a lot of the hosts will look to her, too, at times, and I'm like, what are they looking at? Like, Wonder Woman and Iceman look to her, and now look where they're at.
Why does she belong on Queens then if she doesn't say anything like of substance?
She belongs on Queens because Queens is an overall show where they like to do, you know, gimmicks or whatever they want to call it, skits or eating stuff. She'll do that. She'll eat dog shit.
Yeah.
She'll put dog shit on her. She'll put Crick on her. She'll fucking call up Knievel if that need be. That's what she does there. That's what I said. She serves a purpose. She brings more value to the company than I do. I said that on Cafe. I can talk shit about her all I want, but the reality is if you're a boss and you had to probably pick between me and Foxy, you'd probably have to pick Foxy because of the money she makes. I would pick me personally because I know I'm a versatile guy, and if I get put in the right situation, I can do well. But as the moment stands, she brings more value to the company.
Yeah, like hot shotting shit. It reminds me of like AEW when they did the barbed wire hell match and all this shit. They're just hot shotting shit just to get a quick buck, and that's why a lot of people have left the LCU fans. I've tried illustrating this point time and again. It's like,
what up, Billy? Shout out to Billy the Fridge.
Yeah. I bet he's watching. Someone
like
probably
that?
alerted him. Is like, Iceman's like shitting on Billy the Fridge right now. So Billy,
No,
come
he
up
wasn't
here if you
shitting.
want. We can have a little chat. Trying to get
Iceman
those
always
watch hours
says the
up, you
same-
know.
Iceman always the same shit he always says about Gold. He always says the same shit about Gold. I always said, Iceman, you should have been honored to work with Billy and Nightmare. In that situation. Because I didn't get in a situation like that. I got put on fucking Rebel with Gidgey and fucking Cat Lady. You think that was fun? I did a whole art. I mean, it was probably good fucking clips you could pull out of it of me going nuts on Gidgey, but that shit was a nightmare. No
I
pun
can
intended.
understand the talent in I can understand the talent in Billy because he's a tricky fellow, but Nightmare was not talented.
I would have switched
was- he
spots
was
with you in a
just-
heartbeat if I could have. I wouldn't have sat on a pizza. Now, I'm not the pizza guy, Billy. I wouldn't have drank any piss. You know what I mean? I'm the 5-time. We don't.
did not
we
drink
don't do
piss.
that.
I don't drink. I've never drank piss.
You said you
ask him
drank.
if I drink
I got a video of you.
Ask Billy if I drank piss. Ask Billy if I drank piss.
Well, you
Ask
may
him.
not have drank piss, but you cut a promo where you said, "I've drinking piss. I've killed myself. I buried myself," or you said a bunch of shit.
That's it. I drank the piss. I pulled out my cock and I masturbated on stream. I did. Yeah,
Oh
I know.
my
I know the whole
God.
shtick. But that was a promo. That's me trying to engage
Like, I'll
into
be
shock
honest.
value.
You saying that you jacked off on stream, that's pretty fucked. Because here's the thing. I don't even think like I could ever get into it. Like, it's for real. You could probably
couldn't.
pay me 10
No,
grand.
no,
I'd be like, what the fuck?
no. No, I was just.
This
I
guy
just said
openly
that. I
did
thought
it.
it'd
I
be a pretty
jacked
funny
off.
thing.
I drank the piss. I drank the
I-
blood.
I fucking sucked off Dracula's cock, you know, fucking this, that, the other thing for no time like the present for family projects, this, that, the other thing. Fucking, you know what I'm
Let me
saying?
ask
So-
you this, Iceman. Tell the people that are
Yeah.
watching, almost 400 here, and be serious when you answer this. What do you think is the strongest thing you've done since you've been here? The one thing you could point at and go, you know what? I'm proud of that. I want people to watch that. Like I always point at that IRL I did dressed as Joe Pesci. If you guys go watch that, you can ask Phantom. It was the best shit they ever seen. Okay? It was another day in the park for me because I always wanted to be an actor. But it was probably one of the best IRLs they've seen.
Anything that led to the vote offs, like when it came to live, I beat Boogie.
Okay.
It took Boogie donating to himself for him to win. And that was the guy at the top of the company. And I had so much heat at that time. I had the rocket pack on me, and I
That's
was
crazy.
totally unhinged. And I was totally, I
remember
was,
that.
I was a better Boogie. I was a better Boogie than Boogie could do Boogie. Like I was at I was
That's
at
where
a
you're-
different level to him at that time.
That's where you fuck up, though. You should have been like looking at it like I want to work with a guy like Boogie and kind of elevate him. Remember what I said to your
I've
mama
said
when I
that.
first got here, and he liked when I said
Yeah.
that. You can't always be looking at it like you got to steal the show, even if you're better than the guy across from you. Sometimes you got to be humble and be like, "Yeah, I'm here to make you look better.
Well,
It's not
no,
about me."
well, that's what I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 months. I've been trying to put guys over. I've been trying to, work with a couple of
You've
people
been
here
trying
and there
put
to help
guys
elevate
over.
them.
Well, you did put me over. I'll give you that. Yeah. So there's one.
Yeah.
I
I tried to put White Owl over. That was a
You told
mistake.
everyone to
but-
suck your kick. Okay.
No, I didn't. No, I put Tech over. I tried to put Phantom over. That was fucking impossible. I mean, that's like dancing with a fucking broom in the ring. It's
Well-
like I couldn't.
Phantom's great for operations. If I'm running the business, Phantom's hired. Okay, he's hired. You know what I mean? He
Well, he works for
deserves.
free. Everyone loves free labor. Just ask Billy.
Jeez, be nice to Billy. That's my guy, man. Come on.
No. Go ahead.
Go on, Ice. I'm sorry, brother. I was reading.
I was just
reading what
saying, no, I'm
somebody
not
was
going to be
writing.
nice. I'm not going to be nice. I find it to be disingenuous that a guy like Billy will say, "Hey, you were the star of gold. You did all this great stuff." And I talked to him in main chat the other day. You know what he said to me? You feel you are well in your rights to feel like you were unfairly treated because you did not get paid when you did 16 IRLs and did all that.
Yeah, but if you're a wrestling
But
fan,
that's the same guy. Hold on. But that's the same guy that I bet not once went to Keem and said, "Hey, this guy's been carrying the ship." You know how I know he didn't do that? Because I was delayed as a host for 30
I don't
fucking
believe
days.
that. I don't
A
believe that he
spoon.
didn't put you over. It's too obvious that you
Not
guys
to
were
Keem.
doing well.
Not to Keem. No, he put me over in front of the crowd, but not to Keem. Keem didn't watch the show. He could have put me over in front of fucking everybody. That's great. But he didn't go to Keem and say, "Hey, this guy deserves a piece of the pie." And that to me was disingenuous.
Okay, Ice, hold on. I get where you're upset. Like you deserved like a little reward or something for that.
That's why
You can't
it's not
blame
just
these
me.
hosts. Did they
There
ever-
were
did they-
multiple.
Did they ever think they were going to make that much
who
money?
donated on Bus. There were multiple people who donated on Bus even recently, like where's Iceman's 5 months back pay? You know what Keem says? Keem goes, that's
Billy
the
said Iceman
stupidest
made
thing
me
I ever
rich.
heard. Iceman.
Yeah. So
Yes, I did.
Iceman got pulled, and Billy, I remember this. So Iceman, let me tell you something I saw. True story. You guys were doing good on gold. Billy said you got pulled off gold before you could make money. That was true. Remember Keepstar, for whatever reason, fucked with gold when they were like at 3. No joke, folks. Gold was doing some shit. Then all of a sudden, Iceman was on live. I did not understand that. And if I was the Iceman, I remember that part. Gold was way better because what Billy was doing was like what Jimmy Hart does for Hulk Hogan for many years. He makes him look good at a fair or this. Not everybody can make another guy look good. Phantom didn't make you look good, and Tech did at times, but not enough to be elite. Like this 2-hour show we did today, I got more out of you today in these 2 hours than I've seen you get on Buzz or anything. And that's fact, Jack.
Yeah, I agree. You've gotten a lot out of me today. One thing on the gold standpoint is, I remember here's one example, right? So Billy tells me, right, to go onto the ground, onto the grass, and swim around in the grass like I'm a fucking fish. Tell me how that's putting me over. You know what that is? That's making me look like a fucking idiot for the sake of making me look like a fucking idiot. Now, he did the same thing with Hatred, but Hatred held the line against him. Billy is successful when it comes to people who he has a power imbalance against. That's when Billy is at his most successful. The reason that Rewind won't work as it is because Xylee and Billy have already been through the loop-de-loop. She has already put up with Billy's manipulation. Billy's already put up with her manipulation. They've already manipulated and played each other. So at this point, when I watch Rewind, I turn it on. You know what it is? You know what I see? It's Xylee talking for 10 minutes about, I need to find content I could talk about on the LCU. Oh, you mean planning a show on the show? Oh, but I bet Keemstar won't point that out because that's her golden girl.
Here's the problem.
The one
Here's
with
the
a
problem.
screeching ass voice. One that's been shredded by fucking Tommy C, and rightfully so. And I'm glad it's finally happening.
Let me get in here, Ice.
Because it's people like her that make this place a fucking dying hug box. And it makes me sick.
Oh my God. Let me get something in here real quick, guys. Here's how I look at it, folks. If you do a show that you put your own spin on it, a different type of commentary, I believe shows can do it. Like I always said, if I'm going to talk about other shows and do commentary, it's not going to look like any other show. And I think I've already showed that. I know how to do it a little bit different from that Foxy shit when I did 4 hours the other day. After I did an hour and a half. You got to have a different type of spin, whether it's the name of the fucking segment or a jingle that separates it from other people. You can't just randomly go, all right, let's watch Wonder Woman talk about dog shit. No, because that's what everybody else does and watch everything throughout. You got to have a spin on it. I think Iceman has good thoughts on a lot of the shit that's going on, but they never wanted him to do it. Because when he came in, he was drinking piss, setting people on fire, doing backflips, calling up Jim Craig, and doing Evel Knievel shit. All right?
Yeah,
And I don't even got my voice back.
Dark time. That was the dark time. But you know,
I wouldn't say it was
when
a
you talk
dark
about what
time.
I'm most proud of.
You didn't cash in.
It was. I didn't. Well, Billy makes the point that I didn't cash in. I'm glad you brought that up. As I recall, the situation was, I missed 1 day of gold. Kalo comes up, tries to take my spot. Kalo privately says, I'm not trying to take your spot, brother. I did all 29 or 30 days up until that point. 16 fucking IRLs at that point.
He
16
IRLs.
IRLs.
He said you passed up the money. Billy says you passed up the money and went to live. You're a moron for that.
I know.
Because I used to watch
but
gold.
That's not what.
That was the one time I did watch
That's not
gold.
what happened. That's not what happened, as I recall it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's right. But as I recall it, I missed what this is what I'm trying to explain. I missed one day on gold, right? Keemstar says, "Why did you miss that day?" You know what he does? He pulls me from gold and moves me to a worse time slot and null and voids it. We had 30 days to make me a host. Billy, look at me in my eyes and tell me all of these fucking people who are interns that have been made hosts after like 2 or 3 days. When I did 15 fucking IRLs and was setting records in the company in the top 4 spot, I had to wait 30 days to become a host? Because of what? Why? You didn't go to the boss and tell him that I should have got the spot. I know you didn't. Billy, I know you didn't go to the boss and tell him he deserves that spot. I know you didn't. Because if you did, I would have had the spot.
It's not always our job as hosts to make people host.
It's disingenuous of him for me to be at that work rate doing 16 fucking IRLs and for him to not go to the boss and say, I mean, if he's the good guy that he likes to portray himself as the guy who put the rocket ship on my back, putting a rocket ship on my back would have meant I got paid and got out of Squalor faster. I had to get out of Squalor myself.
IRLs,
you know what I'm most...
Or were you just outside for 16 shows?
You know what I was... You know what I was proud of when I did 3 months on Gay, when it was the Iceman show, when I outshined Albert, when I did it with fucking Tech and we ran it, when we outshined Gold on many occasions. That's what I'm proud of, that I solidified myself for 3 goddamn months. And all I needed was a hype man. I didn't need people criticizing me. I didn't need to fight with anybody. I didn't need to do the IRLs. I didn't need to do the stunts.
Let me ask you a question, Iceman. This is what kind of only thing that aggravates me about you. How come there's no team ever? How come it's, I did it all, I'm Gold, I'm Crick, I'm this, I'm that. How come it's never a team? You know, I outshined Albert. You and Albert were funny. Those shows we did together, me, you, and Albert were good. We could have did a lot more. People could always point back those shows and say they liked them. But you're always like, I want to outshine, I want to be number one. Why don't you want to be a part of the unit?
It's not what I want. It's just
like when I brought
you here. Everyone said.
When I brought you here, it was about getting you out of your shell. And this is probably one of the better shows you've done in the last couple months. But what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to work with somebody as a unit.
You're misperceiving the situation. The situation is like this. Keemstar, the fans, everyone had made it clear, vocally, that I had outshined Albert, that I had won the war. And it was a war, by the way, because that guy hated me behind the scenes. Just recently, he tried to accuse me of calling him the N-word, which he admitted was a lie on bus. This is a guy who's tried to set me up multiple times in a weird way. So I had to eliminate his ass. Just like Cat Lady, who tried to do some weird shit to me, I had to eliminate her ass. See, that's why I like Billy. That's why I go back to Billy. Billy's not afraid to eliminate motherfuckers. I like how he eliminated Hatred. That shit was funny. He was clearly manipulating him the whole time, and I could see it. You know, that's why Billy's laughing at fucking...
Iceman, to be fair, like, the guy was recording him. The guy was recording him, okay? He was fupa.
And you know what Billy said? You know what Billy said? He goes like this, "You've lost my trust, and you may never earn it again."
I gotta be honest,
He
Billy.
said the same thing to me back in the day. I said Nightmare's real name, even though Nightmare had said it before, right? So I had said Nightmare's real name in a post show with Nick and Sour Power, and I said his name by Nightmare's name by accident in his first name, which he'd already said before on Wild like 2 days before. You know what Billy says? "Man, I don't know, Iceman, if you can ever earn my trust again." Shut the fuck up! The IRL champ does whatever the fuck he wants. Get the fuck out of there with that shit, you fucking fat pig. Are you fucking... I'll break your fucking back, put you in the camel clutch, and then fuck your ass.
Johnny style. Ladies and gentlemen, this was probably the best hour of 40 minutes. We got an Iceman. I actually told him before the show this would happen. I'm a predictor. Like I said, I'll guess at the future. I get it wrong a lot. I'm not a smart guy. I'm just another guy, like I say. But I did tell the Iceman that fate brought us together, and we got to cash in here. This ain't about we're trying to get the prime time. We're trying to get a better time. No, we want to rock this time. I want to be out of the boss's view. I don't want to be, in no spotlight right now. I want to build the gator from within the swamp. All right? I'm trying to be the next level. I want them to pop up on us. He's moosed up. I'm ready to go. Clipboard, pen in the hand, smoked up.
All right, he's pulling the plays. He's like Jose Mourinho at the fucking UEFA Champions League. He's got the board out, and if Ronaldo go to the toilet, you follow him to the toilet. If he go to the pig pen, you follow him to the pig pen. If he moves 1 inch on that fucking field, you follow him on that field. Pesci's pulling all the plays. He's got the pieces on the board, and we're ready to make a move, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to take over because the break's over. 555 is a spirit number. It is not a gimmick. It is nothing like that. It is the golden standard in the LCU. I don't know what. I can do that too, buddy. All right, 555. All right, is that what we're doing now? Okay. Anyway, Pesci, I love you. It has been a grueling 2 hours for me because it's weird being Iceman again. It's been a long time since I've been Iceman.
You hear that line?
And it's actually
it's weird being Iceman again. I did say that's why the name of the stream tonight is Project Iceman. It's about a 30-day project, folks. Now I'm hoping that Keem keeps us together. Because here's the problem. We'll be monetized this week at some point. And the problem is finances is the way Keem grades shows he doesn't watch. And he's definitely not going to be watching this. He might get a clip here and there. But this is definitely not going to be in his wheelhouse. Maybe out of general curiosity. Don't be surprised if I'm suspended
tomorrow. Don't be surprised. There was a couple of things I said here that might get me suspended. And if I have a couple of days off, so be it. Yeah.
And we didn't even go to the clips I had for Iceman that I wanted him to check out. We'll have them tomorrow. We had Iceman is going to be a guy in a month from now that you'll probably, if we stay together, that you'll look at him and you go, I like his takes in the morning on this and that. And you're always going to turn on somebody. Like, for instance, you turn on Kino Casino because you like their takes. You know what I mean? You turn on whoever you may, Red Dale to watch Low Tier God, or whoever it is, Breaking Bakewind to get Wings coverage when there was Wings coverage. I was a DSP detractor for a long time. Maybe occasionally, once a week, we'll do a DSP segment. I'll bring back the segment I used to do. It's called the Detractor Alley. I'll bring the overlay and everything.
The only thing I know about DSP is he actually does pretty well on YouTube. Like, he's actually, because I remember maybe like 10 years ago,
of course,
I looked at his
he's
channel.
The fucking
he had like
king of the locales.
No,
but like 10, 50 grand up front. He knew, Keemstar knew the element that if DSP were to go on live tomorrow, and let's just say Keem released a Grace, he would have nearly 7,000, 6,000 Amber Lynn Reed numbers if DSP was in there. Because any DSP detractor or troll, they love to put the comments in. That comment thing would be faster than Amber Lynn Reed's first day, not a doubt in my mind. When he was on Kino Casino on Kick, this ain't even YouTube, they almost pulled 10,000 with DSP, and DSP didn't even have a good performance. But he's the king of the locales. He brings in everybody. When he goes live, even though he had Raw Phil shut down, rest in peace, Raw Phil, restreamers stream him all the time. He'll have like 2,000 people watching him on a channel that's not even his. You would think he has no viewership. He's one of the most covered motherfuckers. He's the detractor breeder. That's what I said. I used to cover him. They say he breeds detractors. I never thought about covering another YouTuber in my life until I met Darkside Phil.
So he was. So I mean, up until a few years ago, he wasn't doing amazingly well with views. I remember going to his channel like 6, 7, or maybe like 8 years ago. And no, that's not a 6, 7 joke. I'm just trying to remember somewhere along those lines, like maybe 2019, 2020. I went to his channel and his VODs had like 600 views. He wasn't doing anything special. He was mainly streaming
not his
to Twitch,
VODs. You got to go to his detractor universe. They got thousands of views.
It was
he's not viewed on his channel.
He was just uploaded to his channel. Yeah, I know, but it started to pick up recently. Like I saw one of his streams recently
because he got Restreamer shut down. He got
got
Restreamer shut down. He got Raw Phil. Raw Phil. If Raw Phil were to go live when DSP was live and cover DSP, if DSP doesn't hit his money goal, there'd be 1,000 people in there. No joke. If DSP isn't making 150, they all come out of the woodwork, me included, because they love to watch him break down when he doesn't have that money, and they watch it until the end to see if he gets that $150. Notorious. If he gets his goal early, he'll have about 600, 700, 800 people in there. If Phil has a guest on, thousands of people come out of the woodwork. Like when he had RTU on, even though he fucked that up, he fucked up the interview at View Tech. What up, Tina?
Here comes Tina thinking about me again. What's up?
Blood
I'm
game.
not talking about
Iceman,
you.
be
I'm just
nice
talking
for
about-
starters. Be nice to Tina.
I bet you will.
What up,
Huh?
Teen?
I'll turn this up, Johnny. I can't hear it. Your show sucked last night with Bones, Iceman. That was fucking pitiful.
I don't know if you saw today's. It was pretty
See,
good.
I
Tina.
knew it. See, I told you she was going to talk about it.
Because I watched it and I
I-
just couldn't believe that you guys fumbled it. I mean,
Let's
Ice,
hear
you're
her
letting this little
opinion.
kid walk all over you.
I'm dealing with a rookie.
I said that
And
to him,
by the
too.
way,
I said that to you, Iceman. What she just said, I said that to you. Remember that? I said, remember
you
when
say?
Bones went up on Clown and clowned on you? I'm like, you're going to let these guys clown on
Yeah.
you?
I have no information on him, so there's nothing I can hit back at. Like I can say he's gay. I can risk getting myself TOS because I can
Well,
say
you
he's
don't
gay.
let him make you look
that he
like a
lies,
bitch,
that he's
though.
a snake. But
Don't
there's
make-
nothing
don't
I
look
can
like-
hit him back with.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of things. Because listen, it ain't about fucking having something on somebody. It's just a simple fact that you're an entertainer. You're an
Yes.
OG, bro. He just sits there and hangs out with women. That's the only thing he feels so fucking equal to is women. He's a bitch. You have a lot of support in that
You know
chat,
what?
but you know why a lot of people shut down? Because they couldn't believe that you were just letting this clown. Then he brought up JC Johnson, the fucking mute retard of fucking the world. The fucking
He hated
clown.
J.C. Johnson when Nick would bring him on. Remember? He's like,
They
I
used
don't
him.
want him here no more.
They're using him because guess what? They weren't getting no donations until they brought him up.
Hold on. I'm making sure Big Murph's got this redirect in, so let me put
Well,
that in for
actually,
you
there
guys.
was a vote off, and I won that vote off very clearly before JC came up. Bones wanted to say, "Oh, who's superior, me or Iceman?" Of course, I was
Hey,
going to win
Tina, that
The whole
interview
chat was
Bones did
in
was
support of me.
disturbing. That was not a good interview with Fupa. That was like all the wrong questions he asked.
But it's not. But I don't say that in order to be arrogant. I say that because without the fans, I wouldn't be nothing. I'm the first one to say
Right,
it.
that's fact. That's
The thing I
fact.
find
How evidence
interesting,
is it.
that's how it is, man. I ain't nothing without the fans. That's God's honest truth. And one mistake I made on bus recently, I'm like, oh, thank you, Game, for this house. I'm so fucking retarded for saying that. Thank
That
you
was
to the
weird.
fans for getting me this house. That was
Right.
really weird. I was
was
making
weird.
a lot of small mistakes because it's weird. I can't talk to King genuinely. I'm very pissed off at him the way this company works. It's very fucking strange. And look,
Iceman,
one thing
here's
I'll
your
agree with
problem.
fucking Tina. Hold on. I'm in the middle of something. One thing I agree, when Tina, Boogie, all these people who are going to leave, I agree. And this, Pesci, you're going to disagree with me about this because you said it would be better if your mama stayed ahead of Tina, Mike, Boogie. I disagree. Listen, here's the problem with Yo Mama. His whole thing is being a detractor and dragging other people down. And the whole meta of his thing is, I'm going to drag people down. I'm going to treat people like shit.
Yeah, but isn't it
I'm
about
gonna
fighting back or whatever and surviving?
No.
You can't fight
But
back
I get
like
it,
that.
Tina. He went over the line with you. Let's be fair.
He went out of line. He
already
went out of
admitted
the line
that.
with a
Yes,
lot
huh?
of people. A lot of people like Xylee. He's been on her fucking nutsack since day one. For no reason. You don't have to like somebody, but aren't we adults? You don't have to keep nitpicking every fucking thing they say and do.
Well, I'm all for that. Like, if he wants to nitpick little things, I let it slide, I guess. But when he starts coming at the company and the boss over and over again, and the boss is sitting there looking like a bitch, then what? I mean, what do you do from
You
there?
pretty much
Pesh?
know what you're working for, right? You know who you're working for. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's never been about the people. And that's a fact, Jack. Just because you do locale shit here and there, that doesn't make it right for anybody else to fucking bring it to the slaughterhouse and eat your fucking meat and put it in the freezer for the winter and you eat off that motherfucker. We set the direction for him to even have a place to eat.
Yeah,
So
I
you
don't know how to
respect
comment
live.
on it. I might have a bad outlook on it. I'll agree.
Especially the problem is we know street, right? We don't
Yeah.
know this shit here. But I do, because I've been here so long. Not in the LCU, but it's on YouTube as a
No,
whole.
I'll take your advice here.
Because like everybody keeps on saying, well, you got your fame from AGP. I might have got my looks from being a part of that, but I got my personality the way I was born. He didn't give it to me. It's not something that they gave to me. I think we both incorporated a lot from each other from him moving in this neighborhood. But
And
people
if you
ain't going to
weren't
see
good
that.
enough, they wouldn't have let you in. You got to be good enough, folks, to be a part of the show. There's
I don't
something to
think-
that.
I don't think you know how good you are. You know, your mama kept telling Mike, she's washed up. She's nobody. Replace her. And Mike had to tell me something one day. He said, you know, I thought about it, Tina. I asked him, can you get 1,000? Can you get 1 million views opening up a candy bar? No, you can't. So don't tell me somebody's washed up.
Yeah, I didn't
Just because-
understand why he kept saying you were washed. I always thought that was just I don't know. That was
If
kind of
I'm so washed up, why has everybody got my name in their mouth? Why is Gidgey now saying that I swatted her 45 days after she was on Queens, but yet you stayed there another 7 months?
I saw that. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I was
you-
on
you-
Nature today. All the only thing Bones could do was talk about my partner.
Yeah, talk about his
and then
girlfriend,
there's-
and that was fucking dumb.
And then these 3 girls come up and they're dancing to an Iceman Sucks song. I mean, like, if y'all want to make yourselves look worse, keep doing this. Because Cat Lady tried the same thing and I buried her ass. That fucking pig.
We're gonna
I'll
outperform
fucking drop
nature
her
over
to
here.
the
That's a
fucking ground.
promise.
He's not coming
yeah.
back. Hey, Slick Rick, he's not coming back here to do shit to me. Because, see, I'm an adult at the end of the day. And if I don't like what
we're
he's
gonna
doing,
fucking
then I'll
crush
just
Nate
leave forever. I'm not going to sit here and let another person, man or woman, dog me and eat off my fucking fat rolls. Ain't going to happen, bitch. We either
Someone
eat
said,
together or
I'm
we
not
don't eat at
switching
all.
how. Someone said, don't switch how you're thinking. I'm not switching. I just said maybe the
not.
guy went over the line a couple times. You know what I mean? That's not switching anything up.
They don't want you to talk about their kids and their wives and their situations, but they talk about all of ours.
Good
No, shit.
morning.
How you doing?
It wasn't Keemstar. God damn it. That fucking nature
Good
shit. If you were awake, you been
morning.
mad. Fuck good morning. We're not good morning shit, bitch.
Ice, you said something. Man, we just
Here we
can't
go.
have Yo Mama because he's making the boss look like a bitch. If I was a bitch, I would have fired that fucking loudmouth motherfucker a long time ago. I just laughed at him.
Yeah. Business. I always said that. It's always been.
Now
That
you
was
keep
better like
letting him
Stone
bad
Cold
talk
and
your
Vince
company to
McMahon.
the point where all. How do you let him bad talk the company to the point where all of your stars are fucking leaving?
Well, I would pull him aside and be like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing? Like, come on, lower the temperature of this and that." He couldn't help it. He was like addicted to it. Like, he was
Got
kind of
that
like that
high. He was riding
555
that high.
motherfucker. He was like that 555 motherfucker. He kept like lying to himself over and over again that he was the greatest
Oh.
entertainer here, but none of the stats would ever match that like at all,
Stats.
right?
Now,
None. None of
today
that.
was the
Cool.
most energy I saw out of the
Cool.
Iceman in a long time. Long time.
Not on nature.
I
Not
know.
on nature. He
This
sucked.
ain't
He
nature.
sucked.
Surprise. Sorry, Bones.
I was getting shit on Nature. They were doing Iceman Sucks songs. They were bringing up women with breasts, and my fucking girlfriend's looking at me like I'm a goddamn dickhead, looking at all these breasts on the screen. I'm like, I don't want to see these goddamn breasts. I've been trying to avoid all that shit. Man,
Well, now you're scared of titties because you got a girlfriend. Come on, man. Cut it out.
And then the other
Iceman.
I don't like titties. I don't
the
care
other
if there's
point-
titties on my screen. I don't give a shit.
Okay, the other point is that, you came in, you didn't get paid for 5 months. There was a series of things that happened, right? Like, one, when you came in, it was like, oh, we're probably not going to be able to hire him because he's just going to get fired right away because you always push the envelope, right? But then on top of you pushing the envelope, you also had the Sex Pest scandal. And it was everybody wanted you gone. The only reason why you're here is because of me. Do you remember going into Fat Camp? I think it was like February of this. Like everybody, there was campaigns. Keem, fire Iceman,
I remember
fire
that.
Iceman. I kept you here. I gave you one more chance after all that. Do you know how many people said, "Oh, Keem supports fucking Sex Pest and Keem's do you know how much shit I got for keeping you here? Did you forget about that?"
And for 3 or 4 months, I sang Keem's praises. And you know what you did? I tried to talk to you privately. You're like, fuck you, retard. Always asking for shit, retard. And I'm like, well, you know, it's like, well, all right. I sing your praises. I get shit on.
Giants.
He looked up to you as a daddy. Shut the fuck up, Mike. You sound stupid saying that.
Just wrap
Yes.
it up. We're out of time. Just wrap it.
He
Just
calls
finish
us
it up.
Apparently-
retards too.
Wait. Apparently, like banning
Yeah.
people and blocking people shows strength, right? look at this not nails. Keem's gotten weak. Okay, I'm a hard ass. Block him. There you go. Ban him. There we
Okay.
go. Is that what makes me hard? Is that what makes me the big tough guy?
Now let's just say, right? I wasn't doing 500 to 1,000 and like I was on Gold. I'll give you that. But I'll say this: there was 400 members a month and a half ago for me to wear a dress. Okay, there's no one else in the LCU that could have executed
3
that.
people to
like
wear a
me.
dress, not just you.
I was
There's
on my
Albert
porch
Antec.
with a hairy chest doing cheers to Keemstar.
Those two wear dresses all the time. They live in dresses, all right? Like they were doing dresses all the time.
I gotta go to work. I gotta go do
Where
sex
the
class.
fuck is all that rah, bro? As soon as I come up here, you're like a different person, dude. What
He
the
is.
fuck
He's
is
got.
this?
He's got a split personality.
Because I have a
Keemstar.
I have a hard time talking with him because if I say anything fucking bad, I might get fucking fired or suspended or something like that.
Oh
I
god.
can't talk freely. Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Exactly.
that'll
Run
be it
off.
for
It's
Local
facts.
Hero. That is the first 2 hours of the Iceman, and boy, was it a watchable show today, folks. If you're just driving in, make sure you get your coffee and cream. We're going to see you tomorrow, where maybe we'll get to talk
Coffee
a
and
little bit
cream?
more about the LCU and the rise of the Iceman.
Coffee
This
and
has been
cream?
Day 1 of
What
the
the
Iceman
fuck?
project. Coffee and cream. Yeah, you don't drink coffee?
I mean, I don't remember having it with cream. I put some chocolate.
Yeah, shout out to all the people that
chocolate
came out,
sprinkles. Iceman lacks
Um,
rah-rah? What does that mean? I mean, Billy the Fridge, you lack self-love. I mean, what's your point?
man. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out to Kathy. Shout out to Billy the Fridge. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Greeny. Shout out to Roscoe.
My number one fan, Billy the Fridge.
Shout out to Lindsay.
Thank you. Welcome for the money.
Shout out to Hey 3 Kalila. Is that Kalila, the real Kalila?
It's
Oh, Kalila,
Kalila.
is
It's
it
the
you?
real Kalila.
Hey,
I
Kalila,
asked her if
miss
she'll
you.
return to the LCU. I asked her if she'll return to the LCU. She said,
You can always
no,
join
no.
our show. Oh,
you
shit,
can
it's
always
3 minutes in the
join our
cash.
show,
We
Kalila.
got-
I would
we
love
gotta
to
go.
talk about the free